When you take X90 footage and put it inside Resolve, you can take your footage from this to this. Okay, stay tuned. Welcome to Video Doctor, and in this video we'll be seeing the footage of Vivo X90 and explore how well it responds in DaVinci Resolve. And we'll also be seeing a little bit of sky replacement and a little bit of masking and a little bit of magic mask as well. So stay tuned. Let's get into the video. So I have some couple of shots which has shot in Hyderabad. So I would say everything looks fine for me, and you can also see the resolution of the footage in the metadata. So it is a 4K and 59.94, typically 60 FPS. All the footages are like that, and we will test the color and the dynamic range of the footage. So let's jump back to the color page of Resolve. So first thing is I have this footage here, so it's scrolling through, and let's see if we can get some details in from the skies. So let me just use my curves, bring down the details and bring down the contrast. I would say you can see the skies, the details in the skies are getting revealed over here. So on top of that you can apply a lot of skies and all those things you can do. So let us try that too. I'm going to add another node, and let me use my color buffer tool, select the point, and if I want to change something I can change. So you can see there is clouds and skies information is available here. So let us apply that, the same thing in the next footage. Let's see how much dynamic range. Wow, this is amazing. I mean, there are gradations, there are a lot of small gradations are there, but still we have a good amount of dynamic range. So next step is we can add another node. Let us bring back our midtones a little bit and little bit of shadows a little bit. So I think it works absolutely fine, I would say. And let us we have a yellows in our shots. Let us also change that. So I'm going to the color buffer, I'm just selecting this, and let me change that. Let us see how much it picks and how much change is. Looks good. Let me also do the color picker tool and increase the width. Let's see how much yellow it catches. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. So after that we can change our hue however we want. Looks good. I mean it's very good responsive in this kind of environment, in this particular phone. And for this gradations, we have a OFX filter called D band. So I can just drop the D band and it will smooth things out. So this is too much of smooth, removing all the bands and the details in it. So we can just increase, we can refine how much ever details we want we can do, and we can also see the edges and the gradations over here. So whichever is not required we can remove it. So that is what. So this is before, this is after. So little bit of smoothness which will give back our details. So this is before and this is after. So we can bring back a lot of details. I think I can grab a still, come over here and apply again. So you can see a lot of details in the sky has been improved here. I can just play it back for you. Looks amazing. And let's see if I am able to do a sky replacement. Let me select my skies over here. Just not a perfect one, but let me select my sky. Let's see how the selection is. They're pretty good, but there are some areas which we don't want, and I think we can clean this out by cleaning the blacks. It should work fine, otherwise we can put a patch. So we have selected the sky. Let me go to my effects and let me create my new node, sky replacement. And best part is we have to give the mask, and I'm going to put an artificial sky which is inside Resolve itself. So I don't want to make we can also import sky from outside also, but I don't want to do that right now. So I have this sky already built in, so we can deal with all those things. So for this kind of setup, I think I need to go with little darker side. little bit darker, something like this. This would be fine for this kind of temperature. And if you want to add clouds, we can add some clouds, all those things. Maybe the key, if you want to adjust some keying over here, you can add some keys like here. And if you want to remove some keys, you can also remove some removing part. Or you can add a mask, so we'll do that later. So after the sky replacement from this to this, we have a separate sky over here. But there is a lot of problems going on here and there, so we can solve that out with the help of our keyer. So the point number one is we can remove, either you can reset this keyer, go to our qualifier and just work on the qualifier to remove the darker areas of the image. So I think this way it's much better. You can bring out the blacks, all these things. So in this way it's much cleaner. And of course, yes, we need to deal with all the whites and blacks over here, so we need to deal with obviously. Right? Otherwise, there is an option. If you go to your masking 3D qualifier here, you can select and hit tight. So when you hit tight, it will work only on that particular area. See, if you select too much also, it is not going to affect your skies over here. So let us try this. Sorry. Let's try this. So let us scroll through and see. So these areas are not required, so we can press Alt and remove these areas. So this area is required for us. Again, it's a 8-bit footage, so whatever comes in is the maximum possible. Whatever we are doing is the maximum possible. Blur this out, right? And if you take an output, it looks something like this. And we can also remove unwanted areas, like we can just mask things out from this proportion where there is reflection and all. So you just select this and just invert, so you get the original detail over here, and you can come to the tracking part and you can track this building over here. So it's going out. So from here you can change it to frame. You can select all these areas and clear selected track data. And when you are in frame, it is like you are keyframing your windows. Just like that. So it works like this. You can see it, you have keyframed properly. So you can go on and finesse all those things, but the final out looks like this. So this is before, this is after, and this footage works. I mean, it needs a lot of corrections, but yeah, it works out very well. And it responds for a mobile footage very well in Resolve, I would say. But picking is not that great, but yeah, it works out. We have a lot of AI tools. So let's take the AI and take a round. Let's see how well it is going to work out. So in this case, I have the shot. So we need to select a point where everything is in line, so where we can see everything, right? So I'm just going to select this part and select this part as well, right? And I'm just going to track it backwards and forwards. And this is AI, so you don't have to deal with all your Luma things. It automatically detects which part is required and which part is not required. When you just put your first cursor, it knows where and what to do. Right? So this is done, but there is a downside at this point, but we can deal with it as well. So I'm just going to come over here and let us mask it out or use Luma tools to do that. So if I remove this and come to the sky part over here, sky part, you can see the sky has largely, it has given a clean output. So you can also come here and just blur things out, or do a radius. You can do a in and out, clean blacks and clean whites, all those things. So you get all those things, but we need a little bit realism. This is not actual reality. So we can come to the sky part, and we can come to the end of the global, and you can just blend it together, the original and the duplicate sky we put in. All those things we can blend. So the last part is tracking part. So we need to keep one frame which is always in the part of the frame. One place which is always in the part, that is easier to do it. So I'm coming to the I'm coming to the sky position, and I'm going to use FX tracker. We have a lot of other things, but FX tracker works best for me. I'm using this tracker window, going to the FX tracker, just selecting the FX tracker and coming to this point, and I think this part of the image is always there in the footage. So I'm just going to track it forward. So this works fine. Tracking is okay. So you can see there is a lot of blank areas available over here. So we can fill up the sky according to our frame, so that our sky stays on the footage. It's not like it is going out of the footage, it stays on the footage. So that is what we need. And at any point of time, you can come over here and you can add a little bit of color to the sky however you want, because it is already selected by our AI tool, and whatever we are going to do is going to apply to the footage, right? And this is before, this is after grading your shot of Vivo X90. I think this video is very useful to you. So if you also like it and you want more videos like this, do subscribe Video Doctor, and if you have any doubts on this, you can comment on us and we'll try to help you out. Thank you.